Hello everyone, my name is Philip Jennings and I am the General Secretary of Global Union, the Global Union for financial unions worldwide in Africa, Asia, Europe and of course the Americas. We are so proud that you are a member of our organization. I know I would love to be with you to speak and to participate in the 7th Biennial Conference, but unfortunately that couldn't happen this time, so I'm sorry for that. But I wanted you to get a sense of who we are, what we're doing, and in what high regard we hold the BIGWU. By the way, BIGWU, you have the best name of a union, not just in Trinidad, but also in the Caribbean and for me, worldwide. I used to be part of the Banking, Insurance and Finance Union in the United Kingdom years ago, but their name is boring in comparison to the BIGWU. I know the respect with which you are held in Trinidad, and I know that you have a vision as a union to be one of the most influential unions, not just in the country, but also in the Caribbean. Well, I can confirm to you that you're not just influential in the Caribbean, but you're influential in our work from throughout the Americas, and also in the global scene with Uni Finance Global Union. What you say matters. What you propose counts. You are active and you are engaged. The Caribbean and BIGWU is a part of the lifeblood of this organization. We can't do what we do without the help and the support that you provide to us. So I want to say thank you to all the members in the room. And if you want to take a minute, then we can just applaud your union and all the members for making this happen. So I will just break for 10 seconds whilst you all burst into spontaneous applause as an expression of your solidarity with us. Now, what we've managed to do is remarkable. We live in the era of globalization. We live in the era of the global financial community, where every national financial market is not free of those global trends. We have seen an industry which is going through tremendous change, not just in a digital sense, but still is an industry which lacks trust of regulators and lacks the trust of the public. And why? Because we had the largest financial crisis in history in 2007 and 2008. As a result of that crisis, more than 30 million jobs were lost. The global economy has still not recovered. And I still think there's a trust issue when one bears into account that almost $300 billion in fines have been paid by the financial community for all the errors and the crimes that they committed during this crisis. And what worries us is that it's simply too easy to blame this on the workforce. So what we do is, first of all, we act as the voice of you when it comes to the big global institutions, the Monetary Fund and the World Bank. We act as your voice with the G20 and the Financial Stability Board to ensure that all those controls are in place to avoid crisis. But what we really do is basic work, union growth and union capacity building. That is to say that we are a breaking through organization, that we work to grow unions and to give them collective bargaining authority. And this is a project that we have in place in 80 countries. I'm so pleased that in just a couple of weeks' time, our finance team is coming down to Trinidad for a conversation about how we can build on the success and the organizing successes that you have. You have 6,000 members, 70% of them are women, but you still have plenty of scope to grow. We believe in global framework agreements with companies, and we'd like to see global framework agreements which respect human rights in the financial services sector. So we're active in the Caribbean, where we have an alliance in place. We are active in individual multinational companies. We are active in those big global institutions as well as, and why? Because we are the only one. We are the only global union for the finance sector. So we work with each other and we help each other to bring about decent work for our members. We have the same vision as you to have influence, but we also have the same practice as you to bring about decent work. Now, there's something that really bothers me about Trinidad and Tobago and the finance sector, and it bothers me a lot. And it's been bothering me for a long time. I mean, look, and it's these are the people, RBC. They are the ABC of anti-unionism in your country. I find it staggering that 10 years after a recognition vote was taken, we still don't have a decision. So I've been in a bit of a treasure hunt here, looking very close at what I would consider a financial pirate of the Caribbean, the Royal Bank of Canada. And I've been looking at their documentation, trying to find a reference that they respect the rights of workers to organize and to negotiate. And I'm having difficulty. I started my look with it's called the Corporate Responsibility Report, helping clients thrive and communities prosper. I can't find in a 50-page report a single reference to the rights of workers to join a union and RBC respecting that right. I thought I must find something here. This is the Corporate Integrity Report of the Royal Bank of Canada. Again, I drew a blank. Not a single reference to building relationships with their workers and their representatives, the trade union movement. Then I thought, hey presto, the Employment Equity Report. And you may be familiar with this. It's the Employment Equity Report of the Royal Bank of Canada. And I started looking through the text. And lo and behold, I began to find interesting things like wellness, where they're concerned about people eating well, about being active, about feeling good, about investing in yourself, and about investing in work-life health resources. And I thought, perfect, this is the role for a union. And I know that if anyone can talk about being active, feeling good, and investing in people, then it's BIGWU and working with a union. Again, no reference. And then I thought, found it, the needle in the haystack, consultations with employee representatives. So I thought, well, this is a very promising title. And when I started looking through the text, what they're basically talking about is understanding the employee experience through the RBC Employee Opinion Survey. So the consultation is an opinion survey. And then I found something interesting as well, because in their future strategies, they're also concerned about addressing the unconscious bias to foster a more inclusive, high-performing work environment. And when I've been looking through all of these texts, I've been looking for references to international labor standards, reference to national labor laws, and I can't find a single one. This is not unconscious bias, this is conscious bias. I thought, last chance, I'll go to the UN Global Compact. I'm on the board of the UN Global Compact, and the idea of the board is to promote basic human rights, trade union rights, sustainable development, and so forth. And there we have. I put into the search engine Royal Bank of Canada, and the result was no results. BIGWU, we got a problem. Neither you nor I nor we at Uni Global Union accept this from the Royal Bank of Canada. I know that you have a recognition board, and I know there's a phrase from my visits to Trinidad, which you call liming. Now, liming is where you hang around in public places and enjoying yourself. And I think your recognition board has been liming too long on this recognition case. I mean, it's been a long time in its preparation, and they're still deliberating. And the Royal Bank of Canada has been throwing all these legal obstacles in the way of your rightful recognition. Well, I've had enough. I'm sure all of you have had enough. It's time for the Royal Bank of Canada to do something very simple, which is this. It's time to recognize BIGWU. Now, if you're all still paying attention to me, if you're all in that room, just join with me and say, it's time, it's time, it's time, Royal Bank of Canada, to recognize BIGWU. Have a great conference. I send you my love and best wishes from all your friends here and around the world. Trevor and everybody, best of luck. Thank you.